Into every generation, a Slayer is born. One girl in all the world, a chosen one. She alone will wield the strength and skill to fight the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is the Slayer. Okay, the camera pans along to some flowery foliage until it reaches a pair of green, scaly legs firmly planted to the ground and a pair of human legs dangling and kicking, cut to Buffy being held against the tree by her neck. The monster's face has tentacles in the place of its legs. It looks a lot like Ted Cruz.
Oh, God. Demon. What killed the demon?
Stake it in the heart, light it on fire, chop its head off. It's literally all you people do.
Oh, Nerf. Not Nerf. Knife.
She tosses the knife to Buffy, which, by the way, is not safe knife etiquette. Buffy blindly grabs it from out of midair and stabs the monster in the chest. The monster immediately falls over dead, taking Buffy down with it.
Okay, well, that was too close for comfort. Not that slaying is ever comfy, but you know what I mean. If you guys hadn't been here to help.
But we were, and we did. And we're all fine. Isn't he gonna go poof?
Ironically, Willow is the one that goes poof. That's a British gay joke.
I guess these guys don't. Or I have to bury him or something. Makes you appreciate vamps, though. No fuss, no muss.
So how come Faith was a no-show? I thought mucusy demons were her favorites.
Couldn't reach her. Again. She's been hanging out too much.
She's probably evil or in prison or at one of those nondescript bus stops she seems to frequent. Get your license, Faith. You're in Southern California.
I detect worry.
A little bit. Slaying's a rough gig. Too much alone time isn't healthy. Stuff gets pent up.
We should try to do more socializing with her.
Well, burial detail aside, does this cap us off for the day?
Why, you got plans?
I cannot stress enough how much I don't have plans.
No luck reaching Cordelia?
I've left a few messages. 60, 70, but you know what really bugs me? Okay, we kissed. It was a mistake, but I know that was positively the last time we were ever gonna kiss.
Darn tootin'!
This is what we in the biz call foreshadowing.
And they burst in, rescuing us without even knocking? I mean, this is really all their fault.
Your logic does not resemble our Earth logic, just so you know.
Yeah, mine is much more advanced.
At least tomorrow's Monday. Another school day?
Well, that's good. You know, focus on school. That's the strong Willow way to heal.
Actually, I was more thinking Oz will be there and I can beg for forgiveness.
Okay, that works too.
I want to be strong, Willow, but then I think I may never get close to Oz again. And it's like all the air just goes out of the room.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Right, I mean, you went through it with Angel and you're still standing, so tell us, wise one, how do you deal?
Well, I have you guys.
And you're also a super hot middle-class suburban teenager with a loving mother and superpowers, so that's probably helping. Cut to Cordelia's bedroom. She's sitting on her bed with the lights very low. She's a picture of herself, Xander, and Willow, and Buffy, all with their arms around each other, and she's cutting each person out with a straight vertical cut. She cuts the pieces, and they fall into a bowl on a breakfast tray.
Hey, it's Xander. If you get this, call me.
Cordelia's eyes and cheeks are heavy with tears. She sighs, takes a match, and strikes it. She lights Xander's part of the picture. Honestly, who hasn't want to burn Xander Harris alive a couple times? She watches as the flames consume the image of Xander. Opening credits roll. Buffy's theme plays. We all do that little scream at the part with Amy's mom. And at this point, I would like to introduce our cast. We've got Ian Carlos Crawford, who is the host of Slayerfest 98.
Hi.
We've got Angela Rockstar, who will be playing Willow.
Hello.
We've got Gabe González, who will be playing Oz and Anya.
Hi.
We've got Briana Venskus, who will be our Buffy. Arjun Gupta, who is our Xander.
Hi.
And Summer Bishil as Cordelia Chase. Cut to the halls of Sunnydale High School. Willow waits around the corner from Oz's locker, peeking around every few seconds to see if he's arrived, looking very worried. Buffy comes up behind her.
How's it going?
Oz hasn't been to his locker. There may be books in there that he needs, but still, he doesn't come.
Has Xander seen Cordelia?
I don't think so, but she is coming in today. Amy saw her last night at the mall.
Well, how was she?
I don't know. Amy said she looked pretty scary.
Cut to the student parking lot. Cordelia has the top down on her convertible. She steps out looking very hot in a brown leather skirt and a jacket with a matching top, as well as alligator heel Dorsey pumps with matching bag from Prada. That is more like it. That is our girl. We cut to the breezeway leading to the quad. She walks through, not looking quite as confident anymore since the other students are just passing her by. She stops when she sees Harmony coming her way with some of her friends.
Cordelia, you look amazing.
Cordelia, confidence restored, exchanges a non-touching hug and kisses on both cheeks.
Oh, and you have to meet Anya. She just moved here. Her dad just bought, what was it? A utility or something.
Nice bag. Prada?
Good call. Most people around here can't tell Prada from Payless.
God, Cordy, when I heard about, I couldn't believe it. But it was smart. You know, the injury thing, you take a week off, let everybody forget about the temporary insanity that was Xander Harris.
Xander who?
Oh, you know what? You have to start dating. Go back on the horse.
Oh, absolutely. I am ready to ride.
Then I have just the stallion. He's so you.
She leads over to the outside stairs where Jonathan is sitting, nursing a soft drink. He is taken aback by the sudden attention and looks around to see if they didn't really mean someone else, but there is no one else. Cordelia realizes she's been had. But if she had held out for a few years, she could have been married to an Emmy-winning screenwriter.
I'm pretty sure he won't cheat on you, at least not for a while. Plus, he's got a killer moped.
Cut to the halls. Oz finally shows up at his locker. As he works his combination, Willow comes down the corner and pretends it's just a chance meeting.
Oz, wow. Look at us running into each other as two people that go to the same school are so likely to do now and then.
Hey.
Oz starts to leave.
Oz, wait, please.
He stops and reluctantly gives her his attention.
What I did when I think that I hurt you.
Yeah, you said all this stuff already.
Right, but I want to make it up to you. I mean, if you let me, I want to try.
Just, you can leave me alone. I need to figure things out.
But maybe if we talk about it, we could.
Look, I'm sorry this is hard for you, but I told you what I need. So I can't help feeling like the reason you want to talk is so you can feel better about yourself. That's not my problem.
Oh, snap! The library is open! He just read that woman for filth! Willow is left feeling completely helpless. Oz goes on his way, leaving her just standing there. Cut to the stairs by the student lounge. Cordelia walks down and turns down the hall. She sees Xander come out of the cafeteria at the far end. Cordelia looks for some way to turn this to her advantage and pulls an old boyfriend out of the crowd.
Hey, John Lee. Do I have something caught in my teeth?
She smiles to expose her teeth and angles her head so we can all see. She shifts her head back and forth, and John Lee dutifully follows her movements. From a distance, it looks to Xander like they're kissing. When he's seen enough, he goes back to the cafeteria. When Cordelia sees that he's gone, she steps back from John Lee.
So, what's new? God, it's been like a gazillion years.
Look, the guys are kind of down on me lately. Coach has cut me back to second string, so if anyone saw me hanging out with Xander Harris's cast off on top of that, death, you know? But maybe if you want to go someplace sometime.
What?
You know, think about it. With that, John Lee leaves. Cordelia was about to do you a favor, John Lee. You will never get a woman like this again. Know that. Cordelia can't believe what a social leper she's just become, so she starts down the hall and is startled when Anya bumps into her.
Hey.
Go ahead. Dazzle me with your oh-so-brilliant insults. Just join the club.
Oh, hardly. Actually, I've been looking for you. Ever since we met this morning, I was like, thank God there's one other person in this town who actually reads W.
But Harmony...
Oh, she follows me around. If that girl had an original thought, her head would explode.
Can I just say that I wish these two had had more screen time together on this show? There's still time for like a Cordelia-Anya spinoff on Disney+. Anyway, Cordelia notices Anya's pendant.
Is that Gucci?
No, it's an actual old thing, sort of a, good luck charm my dad gave me.
Too bad I didn't have one of those pre-Xander.
Can I just say, men?
Deccan did.
Apart from being with Outclass, the guy's obviously blind, deserves whatever he gets.
I'm not even thinking about him. I am past it. I am living my life.
Still, I mean, don't you kind of wish?
I don't wish, I act. Starting now, Xander Harris is going to get a belly full of just how over him I am.
Cut to the Bronze that night. Cordelia is at the bar, dressed sexily in red, pretending to have a great conversation with a guy. Behind her, sitting on the couch beneath the stairs, Willow and Buffy look glum, while Xander pretends to be having fun, forcing himself to laugh. He looks back at Cordelia, who seems to be enjoying her conversation. Xander looks back at Willow and Buffy and forces out gales of laughter. Willow and Buffy exchange a look, and then Buffy gives Xander a really creepy look.
Excuse me, I need to be both giving and receiving of mirth? Is it too much to ask for a little backup?
I'm here for you, Xand. I'm supporto gal. I feel a little weird about this us against Cordelia thing. I mean, she's having a rough time.
Yeah, she got cheated on and then had a crowbar shoved through her. I'd say she's been through hell, but don't worry, she will literally go through hell on Angel spinoff.
It's true. Cordelia belongs to the justified camp. She should make us pay. And pay, and pay, and pay. And in fact, there's just not enough pay for what we...
Look, you want to do Guiltapalooza? Fine. But I'm done with that. Starting this minute, I'm going to grab hold of that crazy little thing called life and let's do its magical little Healy thing. What's done is done. Let's be in the moment. Behold the beauty that is now. Who's with me?
I mean, he's actually making sense. When you're young and free in America, how dare we be spun by love or lack of the same?
Absolutely. It's self-indulgent. I'm in. I'm on the joy train.
Woo!
They all put on bright smiles and radiate them into the Bronze. Slowly, their luster fades, and they all end up looking very glum again.
That didn't work. Who wants chocolate?
Willow and Xander both raise their hands.
I'm up.
She gets up and heads for the cappuccino bar.
Look at Cordelia. Tears of a clown, baby. Or is it grins of a sad person?
Xander reaches over to Willow in an overly familiar way.
Or maybe it's...
Xander, your hand.
Oh, sorry. Oh, why oops? I mean, we always touch digits. It's a friend thing. Comfort, like chocolate.
Maybe it used to be, but since it's different. I'm sorry. If I want to make things right with Oz, my hands, all my stuff has to be for him only.
Xander understands, but he sure isn't happy about it because Xander is a toxic man who feels entitled to Willow's body, but sorry, that one just slipped out. Cut to the cappuccino bar. While waiting in line, Buffy notices Cordelia talk briefly with Anya and say goodbye. As she goes, a boy bumps into her, jostling her wound. She puts her hand over it as she walks out. Buffy decides to follow.
Hey, Cordelia, wait a second.
Xander send you to beg for him? Because if he did...
No, I'm a free agent. I promise. I just wanted to see how you are.
Never been better.
Cordelia, look, I know what it's like to be hurt by someone. Hurt so much that you don't think you're going to make it. But look, I told my friends how I felt. And you know what? It got a little better.
Suddenly, a vampire jumps down behind Buffy and swings at her head, but she middle blocks it and punches him in the face. Cordelia has no time to react and gets knocked into a pile of garbage, which at this point feels a little bit like laying it on thick. Buffy turns her attention back to Cordelia, who flicks a few pieces of trash from her dress and slowly comes out of the garbage heap.
You know what I've been asking myself a lot this week? Why me? Why do I get impaled? Why do I get bitten by snakes? Why do I fall for incredible losers? And you know, I think I finally figured it out. What my problem is, it's that Buffy Summers. That's when all my troubles started. When she moved here.
Are you okay?
Oh, I just pulled some stitches last night. Know why? Surprise! It was Buffy's fault.
Okay, Cordelia, you are my queen. I love you, but that is a somersault in logic.
Here, I think you need this more than I do right now.
Cordelia lifts her hair away from her neck and lets Anya put it on.
Yeah, I can use some luck. And a stick with pointy, sharp bits. If that Buffy wasn't... I swear she's a pain.
But Xander, he's an utter loser. Don't you wish?
I never would have looked twice at Xander if Buffy hadn't made him marginally cooler by hanging with him.
Really?
Yeah, I swear, I wish Buffy Summers had never come to Sunnydale.
Anya turns back to Cordelia, who gasps to see that her face has suddenly become very wrinkled and raw-looking, the embodiment of Anyanga.
Done.
It's on, bitch. The remix, the re-up, Roman Reloaded. Cordelia looks around her.
Anya?
Suddenly, she notices that she no longer has an injury. Anya's pendant, however, is still around her neck.
I wish Buffy Summers had never come to Sunnydale. She was like a good fairy, a scary, veiny, good fairy.
Happy Pride.
Got into the halls. Everyone is dressed in dark and drab clothing. Cordelia is the standout in a bright turquoise dress. She sees Harmony and her friends at her locker.
Where have you been? Ted Shervin just totally went for third with Ginger in front of everybody. By the way, love the dress. It's so daring.
John Lee walks up to them. Cordelia,
Yeah?
look, every guy on campus is probably asked, but if you're not going to the winter brunch with anyone, I'd be honored and we'd have fun.
I'll get back to you.
Really?
Yeah,
Great.
Cordy, you reign.
I do. I do. So, what's with the winter brunch thing?
Cordelia's never been to New York. Cut to class. It's less than half full, but even so, most of the students sit toward the back. The bell rings and the teacher hurriedly gathers his things. All right, now don't forget, tomorrow we have our monthly memorial, so there's no class. He runs out of the room, and the other students also make a point of getting out of there very quickly.
What's the rush?
Oh, my mom hates when I'm late.
Aren't we going out tonight?
Curfew starts in an hour.
Curfew? Come on. I'm in a really good mood. Let's go to the Bronx.
Is that a joke?
Oh, the Bronx isn't cool in this reality. Ugh, I've got to make these adjustments.
Cordy, what's with you? You wear this come bite me outfit. You make jokes about the bronze. You're acting a little schizo.
You're right. I just, I bumped my head yesterday and I keep forgetting stuff. Not that I care, but Xander Harris, he's miserable, right? And that Willow freak he hangs with, not even a blip on the radar screen, right?
Well, yeah, they're dead.
Cordelia's smile fades, not at all sure how she feels about that. Harmony rolls her eyes and leaves the room. Cordelia is now very confused. She starts on her way home. Cut to a street in town. The Sun Cinema is closed. In the distance, Cordelia can hear sirens and screams as she walks along.
Well, what do you know? Cordelia Chase.
What is this? Some kind of sick joke? Harmony told me you were dead.
Now, why would she say something like that? Let's think.
Listen to me. We have to find Buffy. She'll figure out a way to save us. She was supposed to be here, and as much as it kills me to admit it, things were better when she was around.
Buffy? The Slayer?
No, Buffy the dog-faced girl. Duh! What do you think I'm talking about?
Bored now.
Willow slowly walks up to them. She's also dressed in all black leather. The bodice of the outfit is trimmed in red lace. If Tara was here, she would be scared, but also low-key turned on.
This is the part that's less fun. When there isn't any screaming.
What's up with you two in the leather?
Play now?
It's not that I don't appreciate your appetite, Will, but I thought we agreed it was my turn.
Willow whines and brushes her hand against Xander's chest.
No. No way. I wish us into Bizarro Land and you guys are still together. I cannot win!
Probably not, but I'll give you a head start.
Cordelia drops her bag and begins to run.
I love this part.
You love all the parts.
They kiss passionately with lots of tongue. See, I told you it was foreshadowing. Willow follows at a walk as Xander runs after Cordelia. He jumps up, runs over a smashed car, and jumps down behind her, grabs her by the neck, and throws her down on the street. She rolls to a stop, unconscious.
No fun. She didn't even put up a fight.
Suddenly, a van comes screeching around the corner.
Oh, swell. It's the white hats.
The van screeches to a stop next to Cordelia, and Giles jumps out with a large cross in hand to ward them off.
I've got them. Get the girl.
At the driver's seat, Oz has the crossbow trained on them. Larry and Nancy, who, if I'm not mistaken, we have never heard of before this episode, so I'm to assume she's dead in the real world, which is very grim. Xander and Willow growl angrily as they watch their prize being stolen from them. Cut to the library. Cordelia is laid out on a large center table.
How's she doing?
Her pulse is strong. What was she doing wearing that? Everyone knows that vampires are attracted to bright colors.
Well, it's Cordelia. It's better to look good than to feel alive.
Go and watch the perimeter in case they followed.
Cut to the bronze. There are several cages containing terrified humans suspended a few feet from the floor. Willow reaches into one and strokes the cheek of some boy. They head toward the back of the club, past the pool tables where a vampire has a wayward biker tied to all four corners. Xander runs his hand across the man's chest.
Slap my hand, dead soul man.
Oh my God, Xander, please never say that again in any reality that we enter. They shake hands and Xander and Willow continue into the back. A guard vampire holds the curtain aside for them to enter. When he sees them come in, the master rises from his throne. His two favorite vampires have come to stand before him. Ah, Xander, Willow, hungry? The master grabs a girl by the hair and lifts her by it. I've lost my appetite for this one. She keeps looking at me. I'm trying to eat and she looks at me. He notices Willow's desire for a kill and he turns the girl's head toward her. Go on. The master shoves the girl over to him. She catches her in her arms with her head laid back and bites her heart. I remember that lust for the kill. Now, what news on the Rialto?
The prime kill. An old crush, actually, till that wanna-slay librarian showed up.
He'll be dealt with soon enough.
Weird thing, girl kept talking about Buffy. Gotta get Buffy here. Isn't that what they called the Slayer?
Buffy. Ooh, scary.
Someone has to talk to her people. That name is striking fear in nobody's hearts.
She talked of summoning the Slayer here now at this time, and you didn't kill her?
Well, they had crosses.
The plant begins operation in less than 24 hours. You will find this girl, you will kill her before she contacts the Slayer, or else I'll see you two kissing daylight. Cut to the library. Cordelia groans as she regains consciousness.
Hey.
Giles, it's all my fault. I made this stupid wish.
Come on, please lie down.
No, you have to get Buffy. Buffy changes it. It wasn't like this. It was better. I mean, the clothes alone.
Giles takes off his glasses for the 1,000th time on this goddamn show.
But people were happy, mostly. And wait, why are you here and she's not? I mean, you were her watcher.
How do you know I was a watcher? I've never.
What?
I thought I heard something.
He goes into the cage and grabs a large cross and a stake from the weapon's chest.
Now, I want you to start again and explain everything very carefully.
Before he can come out, he finds that the cage door has slammed shut on him.
You're in a big cage.
Willow taunts him with the key. Xander has Cordelia pinned against him with his hand over her mouth.
Not too bright, book guy.
Willow turns back to Giles, who slams the cross against the cage, forcing Willow back. She growls angrily.
So you're a watcher, huh? Watch this.
He lets go of Cordelia's mouth and sinks his teeth into her neck. Willow smiles back at him, then turns around and bites Cordelia also on the other side of her neck. Together they suck her dry. In another moment, Cordelia is dead, and Xander pushes her lifeless body aside, letting it fall to the floor. We will never fully forgive either of these characters for killing off our Queen Cordelia, even if it was in an alternate reality. Larry and Oz come running in through the staff.
It hit us right outside.
Nancy?
She's dead.
Oh my God, who the hell is Nancy? Good riddance, if you ask me. I don't know who this girl is.
Would you mind? Could you take her to the incinerator? I have some business to...
Just as they are about to go, Giles notices the pendant hanging around her neck.
Wait a moment.
He takes it off and the boys carry her body away, which, oh my God, ew, you're a grave robber. Cut to the bronze.
The deed is done.
You killed the girl that sought the Slayer?
It was too easy.
I felt cheap.
Excellent. The opening will commence as scheduled.
So you're pleased?
Ecstatic.
Then Can I play with Puppy?
Ooh, be my guest. Willow smiles as the master hands her the keys. We cut to Giles' apartment. He is on the phone with Buffy's new watcher.
Yes, I understand, but it's imperative that I see her. Here. Well, when will you... Yeah, well, you are her watcher. I'd expect you to have at least check into... Yes, I'm aware that there's a great deal of demonic activity in Cleveland. It just so you know, Sunnydale is on a hellmouth. It is so. We'll just give her the message if you ever see her again.
We cut to the bronze.
Bored now.
Ah, she said it again. This will come back. She walks over to a wall of whips, chains, and other instruments of torture.
Daytime's the worst. Cooped up for hours, can't hunt.
She takes a pair of iron shears and clinks it along the bars of the cell.
But Master said I could play.
Inside, the figure begins to stir.
Isn't that fun, Puppy?
She unlocks the cell door and swings it in.
Aw, Puppy's being all quiet. Come on, don't be a spoil sport.
The man groans as she straddles him. She grabs him by the hair and jerks his head up. It's Angel, and he moans from the rough treatment. He's still super hot, though, so don't worry.
Guess what today is?
She runs the tip of the shears along his chin and down his throat.
Today, the plant opens. It's a big party.
She licks from the base of his ear to his forehead and runs her sharp fingernails along his neck.
All those people you tried to save? It's gonna be quick for them. Not for you, though. It's gonna be slow for you. That's right, Puppy. Willow's gonna make you bark.
He cries out when she rips open his shirt to reveal several deep and bloody wounds on his chest. When she touches them, he flinches hard.
Oh, maybe I went too hard on you last time.
Behind her, Xander strikes a wooden kitchen match with his thumbnail and tosses it onto Angel's chest. Angel cries out in pain.
Too hard? No such thing.
Watch it with those things. You almost got my hair.
Sorry. Got carried away.
He tosses her a large box of matches.
Don't you want to?
No thanks, baby. I just want to watch you go.
Willow smiles and turns her full attention to Angel. She lights another match and the screen cuts to black. Angel screams in agony. Or pleasure. I'm not here to kink shame. Cut to the library.
Here it is. I found it. Look.
He sets down a book, which is open to the page with a sketch of Cordelia's pendant, only it looks a lot more tacky because she's not wearing it.
It's what Cordelia was wearing. It's the symbol of Anyanka.
I don't think I know her.
Well, no. Anyanka is sort of a patron saint of scorned women.
What does she do?
She grants wishes.
So Cordelia wished for something? Well, if it was a long, healthy life, she should get her money back.
She said something about everything being different, that the world wasn't supposed to be like this. It was better before.
Okay, the entire world sucks because some dead dits made a wish?
She said the Slayer was supposed to be here, meant to have been here already.
Certainly would have helped.
Yes, I tried calling her, but look, I'm going to have to research this Anyanka thing further. I have some more volumes at home. You two get some sleep.
Watch your back.
We cut to the street. Giles drives along in his ancient Citroen. He sees a bunch of people being hurried into his step van. He stops the car, grabs a large cross, and rushes over to help.
Run!
But a third vampire slams the rear van door in his face, knocking him flat on his back. They try to grab him to load him up, but the one at his feet suddenly finds himself flying through the air and landing hard on his back. The others flee. Giles looks up at the person standing at his feet.
Buffy Summers?
That's right. You want to tell me what I'm doing here?
Oh my god, we stan! Cut to Giles' apartment. Buffy looks around, bored out of her mind. Giles is on the stairs looking through a book and finally finds something.
Here, yes. In order to defeat Anyanka, one must destroy her power center. This should reverse all the wishes she's granted.
Except for, if you're a longtime viewer, that one guy she turned into a troll god, so plot hole.
Rendering her mortal and powerless. You see, without her power center, she's just an ordinary woman, and this would all be different.
Buffy does not react to this.
Well, I'd say that my watcher muscles haven't completely atrophied after all.
He takes off his glasses for the 1001st time on this goddamn show.
Great. What's her power center?
It doesn't say.
Okay, well, why don't I just put a stake through her heart?
She's not a vampire.
Okay, well, you would be surprised how many things that kills.
I don't want to kill her, Miss Summers. I want to reverse whatever effect she's had on this world.
You're taking an awful lot on faith here, Jeeves.
Giles.
Okay, well, kill the bad fairy, destroy the bad fairy's power center, whatever. And all the troubles just go away?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure it's that simple, but...
World is what it is. We fight, we die. Wishing doesn't change that.
I have to believe in a better world.
Okay, well, go ahead. I have to live in this one.
Okay, Buffy sounds like somebody living in 2021, doesn't she?
Cordelia said she knew that I was meant to be your watcher. She said she knew you.
She's probably just a big fan.
The master sent his most vicious disciples to kill her. She must have posed some threat to him.
The master?
Supreme vampire around these parts. He lives on the outskirts of town in an old club.
You know where he lives? And no one ever tried to take him out?
People have tried.
Okay, well, point the way. I mean, I might as well do some good while I'm in this town.
You can't just walk in there and...
Look, you want to stay here and play make-believe? Fine.
Buffy puts a crossbow on her shoulder.
I'm not going to be any help to you anyway. There's only one thing I'm good at.
At least let's muster some kind of force.
I don't play well with others. Now I'm going to ask you this once, and then I'm going to get testy. Where's this club?
We cut to the bronze. Buffy whips aside the curtains and comes out of the master's sitting area. Buffy comes down quickly and finds the cell where Angel is chained to the wall. He is shivering hard. She looks around a bit as she walks up to the bars. He looks up at her. A look of recognition appears on his face.
Buffy Summers.
She turns to face Angel and gives him an inquiring look.
It's you. I mean, you don't remember. How could you?
How do you know my name?
I waited here for you, but you never... I was supposed to help you.
You were going to help me?
The master rose. He let me live. To punish me. I kept hoping maybe you'd come. My destiny.
Oh my God, is this like a get in my pants type thing? You guys in Sunnydale talk to me like I'm the second coming.
First of all, it is absolutely a get in your pants thing. The whole "you're my destiny" shtick is like Angel's only move in hundreds of years.
I'm sorry, I just meant...
Look, I don't have time for your stories. Where's the master?
They're at his factory. It starts tonight.
Factory?
I can take you there.
Buffy is wary of the whole situation, but she decides she can give him a chance. She kicks in the door to the cell and approaches Angel. She reaches behind him to get at his chains, but in doing so, the cross around her neck hangs down into his face and he flinches away from it. Buffy reacts.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Wait, I won't hurt you.
No, leave that to your master.
You don't believe I want to help you?
He makes a hard effort to stand up and opens his shirt to show her his wounds.
Believe I want him dead.
Cut to the master's factory. The camera pans from a control panel across to a crowd of gathering vampires. Vampires, come! Behold the technical wonder, which is about to alter the very fabric of our society. Some have argued that such an advancement goes against our nature. They claim that death is our art. I say to them, well, I don't say anything to them because I kill them. Undeniably, we are the world's superior race. Where have I heard that one before? Yet we have always been too parochial, bound by the mindless routine of the predator. Hunt and kill, hunt and kill. Titillating, yes. Practical, hardly. Meanwhile, the humans with their plebeian minds have brought us a truly demonic concept. Mass production.
Yeah. We really are living in a golden age.
I mean, he's got a point. There is no ethical consumption under capitalism. We cut to Giles' apartment.
Oh, Anyanka, I beseech thee, in the name of women, all women scorned, come before me.
Do you have any idea what I do to a man who uses that spell to summon me?
Welcome to the future.
To the
To
future!
the future! To the future! To the future!
Buffy raises her crossbow at the master and fires. Instantly, the master pulls Xander in front of him, and the bolt hits him right in the shoulder. Angel throws the gate open and starts pulling people out.
Uh-oh. Puppy got out.
We cut to Giles' apartment.
Cordelia Chase, what did she wish for?
had no idea her wish would be so exciting. Brave new world. I hope she likes it.
You're gonna change it back. I'm not afraid of you. Your only power lies in wishing.
Anyanka makes a sudden and hard grab for his neck.
Wrong.
We cut back to the factory. Willow swings at Buffy but misses as Buffy ducks the punch. Buffy backhand punches Willow in the face and follows it up with a roundhouse kick to her stomach. Willow falls to the ground. Xander gets to his feet and comes at Buffy.
Buffy, look out!
Angel runs past and uppercuts Xander to the face. Xander, in turn, lunges at Angel with a crossbow bolt that he's pulled from his shoulder and impales Angel. Angel turns to face Buffy and grabs his wound.
Buffy!
He crumbles to ash. Buffy takes it like it's just another dead vampire and not her hundreds-of-the-year-old boyfriend. She turns her attention back to Xander. She swings her stake into his chest and it explodes into ashes. Willow sees her love staked and makes a move toward Buffy, but Larry grabs her arm and pulls her back. Oz shakes free of the vampire and turns to Larry's assistance, grabbing her by the waist and shoving her back into a broken piece of the cage. She instantly bursts into ashes. The Master shoves more people and vampires aside in his determination to get towards the Slayer. Buffy does the same. It's all very when Harry met Sally. We cut to Giles' apartment. He notices an amulet around Anyanka's neck, which begins to glow green. He makes a grab for it, wresting it from her neck.
Trusting fool. How do you know the other world is any better than this?
Because it has to be.
No!
We cut to the factory. The Master grabs Buffy's head. Then we cut to Giles' apartment. He swings the paperweight down. We cut back to the factory. The Master gives Buffy's head a hard twist, snapping her neck. We cut to Giles' apartment. He smashes the paperweight onto Anyanka's amulet. It shatters into 1,000 pieces and emits a big green burst of light.
Wish Buffy Summers had never come to Sunnydale.
Done.
That would be cool. No, wait. I wish Buffy Summers had never been born.
Done.
And I wish that Xander Harris never again knows the touch of a woman. And that Willow wakes up tomorrow covered in monkey hair.
Done.
Knowing Anya and Cordelia, we have to assume that things continue like this for at least an hour.
In fact, I wish all men, except maybe the dumb and the really agreeable kind, disappear off the face of the earth. That would be so cool. Or maybe.
The camera pulls in on Xander, Buffy, and Willow, smiling and cheerfully talking amongst themselves. And the credits roll.
Yay!